Hello, beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie. Welcome back to another Wire reaction. And for our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick heads up, this episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, specifically the discussion portion of the show.
And if you want to watch it uncut and ad-free and early, you can become a member here on YouTube or join us on Patreon. The link is in the description. Both are $5 a month. You have to have your own copy of the episode. We'll give you a countdown, the episode time code. You can watch it in sync with us.
And if you're new here, y'all, please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified for when we have a new upload. And also, y'all, please don't forget to leave a big thumbs up on this video. We appreciate the support, y'all. And just thank you so much for bearing with us as we make these changes and for your patience. We really appreciate it. And with that being said, Abe and Charlie, how y'all doing?
We're chilling.
Good.
We're good. Yeah.
Ready
to record.
Yes, ready to record. Yeah.
Sitting on Discord for an hour waiting for Charlie to get ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Do his makeup and all that. So good though. I don't know what has been going on with my video stuff, the stuttering. So apologies to the people. I know my video in particular I haven't seen a ton of comments. So if you haven't noticed, or if you've just been nice enough to realize that we're going through a transition and we got to fix things, I appreciate you. Hopefully this recording is where it stops stuttering. We can be firing in all cylinders.
Yeah, exactly. Bear with us, y'all. We appreciate the patience and the understanding. And yeah, with that being said, before we start this episode, Abe, can you read the comments from our previous Wire reaction?
Yes, I can. Okay, I'm only going to read one comment today because this one is a little bit long, but I thought it shed some light on something that happened the last episode. Yeah. So this one comes from Count If Shine, and it says, I think there's a bit of confusion about the seeing their uncle. As it's Dee's uncle, we can assume it's Avon's brother. Avon is saying, as he expects in the game, in their world, it would be easier to carry his death rather than him being alive or in a coma, unsure if he'll wake up, is my assumption of the state that he's in. I don't think it's a common thought that Avon did something to his own brother. At least the way I read that scene, there is nothing really to indicate that what he means in your interpretation. Whatever happened to him was just the uncle playing the game and he messed up, or as you said, wrong place, wrong time. You only get one mistake in the game. It's unclear and it won't be explained later what actually happened to him, which is part of my reasoning above. It's more of an exposition tool to give some background and insight into the game and its characters.
Okay.
I thought that was good. Yeah. I thought it was a little bit of don't read too much into the background, but more of just this was an explanation of how the game, catches up to its players, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was a good clarification, and I think it helps us get some level-setted context of what that scene was trying to show.
Right. Wow, yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we've recorded, because when we recorded the past two reactions, you guys went out of the country. And then now we're finally back and getting back into it. And with that being said, y'all, Charlie, episode 6?
That's right.
Episode 6.
6, okay.
The Wire.
Yeah, this episode's called The Wire. So the previous episode was The Pager. Now we're getting The Wire. So
it's the tapping.
Let's see if they actually get in a wire like McNulty's been asking for.
Oh, my God.
Jeez, what a way to open.
Stream, as soon as I hit watch stream, that is the
first thing that showed up. Yeah. What the hell is this? Running a massive extension? We in the trenches.
Yeah, what a way to live, huh?
What a way to open this episode.
Come on, man, get up. School day, y'all gonna be late. Let's go, get to school.
Damn, these are siblings?
Soon enough, they're gonna be crawling around. All y'all gonna end up in foster care. Y'all want foster care? Let's climb your little black ass back in the beds then. Well, get out my way, man. Damn, too early for this shit.
Wow.
Damn, is he literally watching over all these kids? Because that's crazy.
Oh, shoot. No?
Uh-oh.
Knockouts?
Nah, rollers.
Yo, where's Barksdale?
Hey, man. You can chill. Nah, man, ain't getting no 2. Come on, man. Some ain't greedy. Take your chip.
I think this like.
That's the guy. I don't know if you guys said that already, but I was kind of tweaking stuff around, so I didn't notice. But that's Omar's.
Is that Bubs' friend?
That's Omar's,
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I just realized.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh
crap!
my.
Sheesh.
No.
And that's all on him too, because he's the one who called it in.
Oh my gosh!
What an opening.
You think he regrets that? Looked like it a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe he just thought they were gonna like give him a beating or something, but
Yeah.
We reasoned that despite his negligible Irish ancestry and a propensity to talk out of turn, Jimmy McNulty is a good worker. Probably worth saving. Detective McNulty, I expect to see your ass back here next week when your shift rotates to night work.
Oh, I thought he was gonna fight it, or maybe he realizes there was no use.
look at the living difference between him and the younger kid.
Yeah, different lifestyles.
He's got so many clothes he can't even decide. This is so early 2000s type fit.
Fire.
South Pole.
Oh, he took her home? Okay. What happened to his baby mom?
We're working on this one. Lines on the other two payphones aren't in yet, but you'll get them tomorrow.
So we up?
On the low-rise payphones, yeah.
Let's hear.
See what I'm talking about is he ain't paid no one. He just think he right to do it. You see how it go? So I ain't got shit. I ain't got it.
They wired the payphones.
Hey, it was getting good.
It's unmonitored.
It's what?
We can't listen to a conversation on unmonitored payphone.
What's that mean?
We got a tap on the courtyard payphone. By tomorrow, we'll be up on 2 near the high rises. But we can't listen to anything unless we know one of our targets is using the phone.
So we gotta be out there on those rooftops for hours, watching these assholes talk on the phone?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Detective, this right here. This is the job. Now, when you came downtown to CID, what other kind of work were you expecting?
Okay, Freeman. Nice.
It's a good boy.
Even the guy in the room, in the windows laughing. Still, every time I see it, I'm like, yeah.
Don't have a name, but he's part of a stick-up crew. Took off a stash house last month. My guy Barksdale's coming back on them.
In a big way.
Jesus, they must have killed this kid 4 or 5 times.
Cut him in a dozen places, burned him with cigarettes. Goddamn torture fest, what it was.
Oh my God.
I think that's a dummy, or is that the actual actor, like just laying there the whole time?
It's gotta be a dummy,
too good.
no?
It looks too good to be like a dummy.
He was all cut up and shit. His insides was hanging out.
This is probably why he regrets it. It's like just the way they did it.
Yo, when you picked up that phone, what you think they was gonna do, huh? Shit, all that shit is in the game, man. You know that.
Yeah, like you and that girl, huh?
What girl?
The one in the apartment. The one you told us about, remember? I mean, I like what you said about all that killing, you know? Especially that part about how it ain't gotta be like that. Just sell the shit and move on.
Yeah, I know, I remember that, but it ain't like that, is it?
Yeah, I know. I know it ain't. Thing about it was his eye. His eye was blown out. And the other one was open. And yo, ding, it fucks me up. It's like he's looking out, like he sees everything, you know?
Let that shit go.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, I don't know how you tell a kid to do that after seeing what he saw.
Yeah, Barksdale kid on the line.
He's beating someone.
Yo, Strings. It's D.
Stringer.
I wanted to know if you know Young Hopper, the one they got down there. Which one? You know the fool dropped the man with a punch, you know?
Oh, yeah, what about him?
You got some promise, right?
What you mean?
Enough to bring home, right?
You know, man, whatever. All right.
Okay, Perez. Yeah, I guess the biggest thing they got was Stringer's phone number.
Hey, yo, he's supposed to be a kicker. Did you guys get that message that I sent you? This guy was in The Waterboy.
Oh,
he was the
yeah,
kicker on
yeah.
the team.
In the alley behind the 800 block of Argar, right across from the low-rises.
Shot?
Stabbed, beaten, burned. Jesus. Yeah, we gotta get with Omar.
Yeah, as if Omar isn't like plotting his revenge right now. This man is like stacking up weapons in some dark
Reverse
corner.
is crazy.
Yeah.
That reverse was crazy.
In addition to those signed statements from Preston sponsors at the Police Athletic League, I also have a photostated copy of a cash check, which indicates that he is enrolled in the GED program at the Baltimore City Community College.
That was a whole load of BS. Damn.
Excuse me, but I can't help but notice that your client is under a delinquent petition for the sale of narcotics and further for assault on a police officer.
Your Honor, my client stands ready to acknowledge that he was involved for a time in the sale of a small amount of drugs, a transaction for which he received no remuneration, having been manipulated by older traffickers in his neighborhood. However, we will contend that it was Preston who was the victim of a brutal police beating, indications of which are still evident on him, Your Honor. He struck back, wildly and in self-defense, Your Honor.
And the walk away?
Preston was heavily medicated when he left the Cheltenham facility. In that state, Your Honor, he was simply trying to get back to see his grandmother.
They're too good at this, bro.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I'm ready to be good.
Pending a hearing on these charges to be scheduled within 6 months, I'm putting the respondent on home monitoring with his grandmother.
Your Honor, I'm afraid Mrs. Broadus doesn't have a telephone for any monitoring calls. She's on a fixed income, Your Honor.
How about he calls his probation officer twice a week?
Cool. Whatever.
At least he threw the Your Honor in there. Oh, he almost forgot.
Where's the scam out here?
Ain't no scam. What you got here?
He working?
Honest day's work for honest day's pay. Right,
Oh,
LaBelle?
boy.
Oh, Mr. Straight Time Bubbles.
You know, gotta give a little something back when they least expect it.
I mean, okay, we got something on too. Got a plan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're gonna take off on the Copper House.
Damn, Johnny, the first few days out, you wanna get all dramatical. Copper House.
Got to be got, Holmes.
Yeah, what about the fence?
Yeah, fuck the fence.
Copper House.
Gracious.
What's the Copper House?
Good question.
You ain't gonna believe who I'm looking at right now.
Again, he walks off?
Ding, round 3.
Bodie's gonna be like their arch nemesis, like forever.
Yo, Steak, what up? Yo, where your manners, fool? Oh, my bad, yeah. I don't see nobody around. I just want to know, what was up?
Ain't nothing going late, man. Just catch us tomorrow, man.
Non-pertinent. How do you log that non-pertinent?
No drug talk?
They use codes to hide their patron phone numbers. And when someone does use a phone, they don't use names. And if someone does use a name, he's reminded not to. All of that is valuable evidence.
Of what?
Conspiracy. We're building something here, Detective. We're building it from scratch. All the pieces matter.
All the pieces matter. Shout out to Freeman, because if it wasn't for him, they'd be messing some shit up big time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Oh, shit! You fucking serious?
Fuck, man. You keep walking away from JSA, we keep kicking your ass. I'm all right with that if you are.
Look, I ain't walk away from nowhere, man. Check my back pocket. Home monitoring? Yeah, man. If you ask questions before you start wilding on niggas, you might save everybody some trouble.
How the fuck are you home?
Juvenile judge, man. He saw my potential, okay? He expects big things from me.
He expects big things. It's crazy.
Look, give me a ride down to my grandma's. We'll call it even. In back, fuck nuts.
It's like this weird love-hate relationship, these three.
That they're building.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
Think he's gonna become a rat for them at some point?
I don't know. He doesn't seem like the type, but you never know.
He doesn't. It's just they keep bringing these three back together. Just curious.
Maybe it's just to create a new Three Stooges since Perez is stuck in the
since he's actually kind of useful now.
You stealing from me, Cass?
Oh.
Raymond, you look fresh today.
I laid last night, that's why.
Oh, yeah? Your asshole still hurting?
Got him.
Office reports that McNulty tried to give him. He wants arrest warrants for Deirdre Crescent and the two project murders that match up to that gun.
Oh, come on, Jay. Be right on this.
I can't. It's Rawls. He wants warrants today.
All right, no problem. So who the fuck are we supposed to charge?
You got a witness that puts D'Angelo Barksdale at the scene of the murder.
Gonna mess up the whole other case.
This weak-ass shit is not gonna get past a grand jury. Charge the mope and work it more afterward.
They can't, though. Like, this is gonna ruin the investigation.
Why did you even come in today?
I had
some... To pretend that you were here?
I know I missed a couple of days last week, Lieutenant,
I
but
got
this
run sheets from you every day for the last 2 weeks. Twice in Carver's handwriting. Twice it was Prayers, once it was McNulty, I think.
Well, Lieutenant, I don't know. I'm not really up for this drug thing, Maybe if Mahone was here, I could get into it more and learn some new tricks. Oh, hell, Lieutenant, why don't you just send me back to property and keep everybody happy?
Send you back to property crimes so you can binge for 2 more weeks? I'm not doing it.
Lieutenant, please, look.
You were dumped on me, Augie. But it ends there. I don't dump people. You either go out on those rooftops today to watch payphones with the rest of this unit, or you go over to the medical office and check yourself in.
Medical?
For alcohol abuse. Either dry yourself out or go up on those rooftops wet.
Daniels is so interesting to me because, like, he has too many principles for me to think he's dirty, but, like, something is implicating him, so.
We got that, like, little hint Yeah.
Yeah, I can't shake it, but like, he doesn't seem like the type.
Lieutenant, I'm going to, good luck with the case.
Oh.
Left. Quit.
Can't tell if that means he's checking into medical or if he's just
Going to
ditching.
medical?
Fuck him, Rawls. He's fucking up the case to get to me.
Knew it.
No, Rawls couldn't care less. Rawls wants me home and he wants the stats, that's all.
Then we take this to Daniels.
Daniels?
It's his case, he'll fight for it.
Daniels won't do shit.
He plays stiff every now and then, but he's a good man.
Are you kidding me? Daniels has been trying to put the brakes on this for weeks now. This will be his new excuse to close shop.
Well, look, you guys got to make your move soon. All right, I'm sorry to say.
We tell Daniels.
Fuck Daniels and his fucking ass-kissing up the chain of command ambition.
What other choice you got, huh?
We go to Daniels. If he fights, he fights. And if he gives it up to Rawls, then fuck it. We were never gonna do the case anyway.
Kimo's got a point. This is an interesting point because, like, is Daniels gonna fight for this or not? That's the key. Like, everything that Daniels does, I feel like it's trying to tell us something.
Oh no. Let's see. Oh, are they stealing copper to trade it in?
Probably.
Fucking idiot!
Stupid.
I'm hurt,
Let's
man.
go.
I'm hurt. Ow, what are you doing? Come on, leave me alone.
What do you want?
Oh my God.
Oh, trying to rip out my guts or something, man?
Oh no.
Wait. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Wait, buddy. I gotta get help.
You can't leave me here, man. You gotta stay with me. All right, stay with me. All right.
Damn, boy, they all come out of you.
Onion soup.
Oh my God.
Run, Forrest, run!
Oh my
Forrest.
Rawls is a major.
Rawls is an asshole.
My point is, he ranks me on this. The chain of command might mean nothing to you, McNulty.
What'd I tell you?
He's gonna go to deputy ops. All I learned there is that he really cares about chain of command.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think it's the latter, right? Making sure he moves up.
This is new. We ain't seen this man out here before.
Yeah, no, it's the first time he's out here. You're right, Charlie.
Yeah.
The shift in score and everything with them in there has been.
This is crazy because they're about to see finally like get him out and about in the low rises, like a visual on him is what I mean.
Is he supervising? He's just checking. Seems like that's the vibe I'm getting. Running a little inspection.
He's observing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Was D'Angelo
I feel like he's
expecting
gonna
this?
hate this operation. Stringer bell fit is so fire, by the way. So clean, but so fire.
You know, I says we 4,000 on Omar, 2,000 on each of the youngins. This being a team effort, I'm putting $500 in the boy hand for doing the scope. I'm putting $500 in your hand for doing the relay. Put $500 in Weebay and Bird hand for doing the muscling up.
Oh, now he's like the guilt of taking that money.
You gonna keep it humming though, right, cuz? Hey, you know it. Oh, you got your hands up? You got your hands up? Cuz you keep on doing like how you doing, we gonna be talking about points on the package. Keep it humming.
Yeah, most definitely.
I thought he was going to criticize in some way.
Interesting, though. Feels so public, like for him to
come out like that. Yeah,
come out like that, give them the money personally. Could have had his guys do that.
You ain't even paying attention. That Avon Barksdale's right there.
Right, he was out here taking a piss and he
my
completely
gosh.
missed it. Completely missed it, dude.
Oh my gosh, bro.
NPC policing.
Oh my gosh.
Boy. No, sir. Look, respectfully, I gotta tell you. All right, for 40 cents a foot, you might as well go ahead and drive one out to Home Depot. All right, pay them. They're gonna charge you, what, 45, 50 cents a foot? For copper that isn't stolen. Look, right, 35 cents. 35 cents a foot. And that's all the respect I have for y'all, okay? What y'all trying to do in our community with these quality domiciles here.
30 cents a foot. Take it or leave it.
That's no money, bro.
3 murders, same gun. We got this Barksdale kid right at the scene on the one.
We're up on the wire. We're starting to pull good information. You charge these prematurely, and Barksdale will change up on us. The work we've already done.
I can't tell you how to run your case, Lieutenant. I can only run my own.
Major, I'm asking as a favor.
As a favor?
Yes, sir. A favor.
Oh, boy.
In that case, no. Sorry.
Gave it a shot. This is what happens when he's not happy. He goes to hang out with his kids when work doesn't go well.
You guys hear the ice cream truck?
Yeah.
It's the same thing Omar was whistling, right?
Copper House, yo.
What's the shit?
My plan, Bubs.
Johnny had a plan. Get out the way, motherfuckers. This here white boy day. I got a plan too.
What?
We're gonna wait for that cheap-ass speculating motherfucker, put that good copper line back into them row houses he fixing up. And then, before the drywall get up, we creep back in there and steal that shit right back.
Oh my God.
his kids with him? He's crazy.
What the?
Yeah.
He's
Yo,
insane.
he's wild. He's wild. Bro.
This is so.
What is wrong? What is wrong? Oh,
he's not getting any Dad of the Year awards.
That is crazy. That is crazy. That's nuts.
He's definitely not getting any Dad of the Year awards.
What? What?
Uh-oh. They're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm white, right? Why don't you just let me...
Because I'm white. It's because I'm white.
What you gonna do with your money? You know what you should do? You should take the whole roll and go do something nice for your girl. You do have a girl, right? Yeah, well, anyway, you got enough money to go get yourself one now.
Yo, why you punk Sterling like you did? I mean, he did get shot behind this shit.
I didn't punk him, yo.
So why you dropping the lookout? Cash too.
Because they was thieving, yo. They got pissed because I wasn't paying them. So Sterling, he started shaking up the vials, handing off the cash she was selling on the side.
Oh, wow.
You ain't tell anybody? I mean, Stinkum, Bodie, they don't know?
If I tell them, what you think they gonna do? They gonna take a baseball bat to Sterling, probably one to Cassandra too. It's too much drama, right? So I just took them both off the stash.
So he lied to Stringer and all them.
Stringer thought we had a snitch down here. You know, with the jump out, Omar, all that shit. He told me to punk y'all for a little while, see who was still holding money at the end of the week.
Was they snitching? Sterling and Kaz?
Nah, man, just thieving.
They just need food to survive, which is crazy.
See, but he was being merciful because I think Stringer would have made them punish them even for thieving.
Right, right.
Dad, you know, it's a school my mom said we had.
I know. We will. Okay, you stay there.
Yo, this is genuinely... Oh, man. This kid should have got a Game Boy, too. This isn't traumatic. Not at all.
Why would you put your kids in that situation? It's just insane.
They have Omar on their side now.
I feel like for now they do.
Oh, he's informing, huh?
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I genuinely didn't think that he'd flip.
But like that
They were asking him for information when they pulled his van over.
I know you want to go to wherever it is you lay your head and pick up that sawed off you like so much and go on not. That's how a man like you wants to carry you.
You wouldn't be wrong.
No, he wouldn't. But one man with two barrels ain't enough, Omar. Now you gonna do what you gonna do. But whatever else you can give us on Barksdale and his people, well, that can go to hurting them too.
Just throw us what you can.
Hey, look, let me tell y'all something, all right? What I do. Straight like that. So ain't no sense in y'all even troubling yourselves over that, because, man, the way I feel right now today, hey, what y'all need from me? Look, in my game, you take some care and you play the safest way you can. But it ain't about no hiding forever. And frankly, you've been in it as long as me, you do the thing on your name.
Anyone gonna come after Omar, they're gonna know Omar's coming after him.
Oh, indeed.
So who came after Brandon?
I heard it might have been Weebay, Boy Stinkum, and Bird. He was down with the snatch, too.
7:56 Tuesday night, you had an incoming call to D'Angelo Barksdale's giving him the number of a payphone. West Side Exchange, numbers encoded, right? 3 minutes later, you get another call from the low-rises to that number. Then a half a minute later, you get another call from the low-rises to a pager number we know as Stringer Bells.
We'll all be dead.
Finally, you get another call, probably from a payphone, probably Stringer Bell calling back, coming on into the low-rise courts. 45 minutes later, another call. This one from the same payphone that went to D'Angelo's pager to start the whole damn thing off. You see that?
This is the murder right here.
It's no use, man. You already tried.
It's on you. We're up on those payphones Tuesday night. We catch that murder. Shit, we get there before the murder. It's all here on the pen registers. This one calling that one calling back. We're up on those payphones when we should be, and we have them cold. But we're not up in time, are we? In this case, we're never where we need to be.
It's a match.
That was where Wallace called.
Think what you're doing here. You're gonna cross Bill Rawls? As ruthless the fuck as we have in this department. And to do what? To fight for a case a deputy of operations doesn't even want. No. I like my career. Thank you very much.
Damn.
He's trying.
A gun alone ain't enough.
Oh, no?
He goes to court, testifies he bought the gun on the street after Gann was killed.
Come on, now, so what be enough then?
Eyeball witness. Some kind of corroboration for what you're telling me here.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna do it?
You saw the murder.
Yeah.
You can ID this man Bird as a shooter of William Gann, and you ain't afraid to go into court downtown and testify against one of Barksdale's people.
Oh, I don't scare.
Oh my God.
The fact is that while Lieutenant Daniels and his merry band are lost in the swamps playing with beepers and payphones and body mics, my people have developed information that ties Barksdale to 3 killings.
D'Angelo Barksdale, not Avon.
D'Angelo on behalf of Avon. The victim is identified by our witnesses as being involved with Avon Barksdale.
We're developing information.
You're dancing around this thing. I'm charging 3 murders.
You charge those cases, my investigation folds. And what's more, not one of those cases is strong enough for court. You know that.
So we bring the Barksdale kid in, throw a little mind fuck at him, and the case becomes stronger. We get a conviction, we roll little boy Barksdale into big boy Barksdale, then we go home like good old-fashioned cops and pound some Budweiser.
This is bullshit. It was McNulty himself who made the ballistics match on these murders, and he's telling me to fight this. He knows you don't have a viable prosecution. So do you, so do I.
Enough.
He just threw McNulty under the bus.
Now, Major Rawls here is offering a chance to leverage Barksdale through a murder prosecution. Why not jump on this?
Because if Major Rawls is right, then he will be just as right a month from now. And if the Wire doesn't give us a case, he can charge all the murders he has. We lose nothing. But if he's wrong, if he can't convict, or if the Barksdale kid doesn't flip, then it's too late to do anything else. Avon Barksdale changes up his pattern and the wiretap dies. And at that point, there isn't going to be a thing that you or me or Rawls here is going to be able to say to that goddamn judge.
He's making sense.
You wanted to see me, Major?
McNulty does personal business on the clock, I want to know. He cheats on a run sheet, I want to know. He runs any kind of game at all, I want to know.
Major, the man's an asshole, but he doesn't do much other than work. He's got this fucking case in his gut like it's cancer.
He does no wrong. He doesn't drink anymore, doesn't drink on duty, doesn't drink and drive, Detective. You got to help me on this, Michael.
Wow. He's trying to get McNulty canned, or at least suspended or something.
Whoa. A very intense episode, especially from its opening, when we got, I believe his name is Brandon, right? Omar's Omar's partner.
Yep.
And I didn't recognize him until there was a closer shot, a close-up of him. I was like, oh my gosh, that's him. And what I thought was so effective about it, what made me super uneasy and uncomfortable watching what they've done to Brandon, is just seeing the aftermath, and then now having me imagining what they would have done to him. Just So that goes to show, I think, to just the intensity of the show, right? You see what happened with the opening with Wallace and where he's living, but also I want to backpedal. I want to start at the end because of Lieutenant Daniel's actions and what we saw in his conversation with the major and the deputy.
The deputy ops.
Yeah. The major and the deputy ops. And Abe, you said it. You said he threw McNulty under the bus. And do you think this was Lieutenant Daniels acting in good faith, but also sacrificing someone else's name so that they could get something going? Like, what were your thoughts on Lieutenant Daniels' actions in that scene specifically?
Yeah, I don't think he realizes what he did with McNulty, because I don't know if he understands the relationship between McNulty and Rawls. And he doesn't realize that, like, McNulty was on Rawls' shit list and just got off it. And so by saying, like, McNulty was the one who matched up those ballistics, he knows you don't have a case, all that stuff. Like, his own person is undermining him and is making him look bad in this situation. Lieutenant Daniels is just trying to help, add evidence to plead his case. But what he doesn't realize is that he just put another target on McNulty's back. And I think to see that, we see the conversation that Major Rawls is having with that one guy who I don't know his name, Michael, but he is on the case with them, correct? Yeah. Like he's on on Daniels' detail.
Yeah, he's like a spy in the case. He reports to Rawls.
To Rawls. Yeah. So to me, Rawls at that point was like, I want to know anything that he does wrong. He was like, all he does is work. And he was going beyond, like, he doesn't drink and drive, he doesn't drink still. And it's like, okay, now you're asking, and you could see, I think it was hard for us because our reaction, the video was getting a little fuzzy, but it felt like from Michael's reaction, he was like, oh, you're asking me to even break, like, cop code. Because I feel like within cops, they take care of each other. So like, if McNulty is drinking late at night and then he goes home drunk driving, probably cops that are friends, turn a blind eye to that. Like, that's not something that they would tell on. So I think what Rawls is asking this, this person to do is like beyond what is expected. So he is out to get McNulty. And all that episode the last episode to like get McNulty out of that his sergeant did is all for nothing at this point, because I think now he's under the
back
microscope.
to the same position it was before. Would you say?
Yeah. Or worse, maybe worse.
Yeah,
Because I think now Rawls like got publicly undermined, like a lieutenant and the deputy ops. Like,
he felt,
essentially, I think he felt a little bit.
Charlie, do you think he felt he lost power at that moment? Do you think he felt like emasculated at that moment? Like, it felt like he felt super weak, to say the least. You just look from his facial expression. He was I don't know. He was pissed. He was pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was mad.
This is when he was like, I'm asking as a favor sort of thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first interaction they had. But I think we're talking about after, when he had a conversation with the deputy ops and everything, and then he basically got overruled on what his recommendation was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'd say he's definitely got emasculated. Definitely like feels like he was one-upped, and part of the whole. The part of the entire reason why that happened was because of McNulty. So now I think it's like trying to get back at McNulty. Like, how can he make his life hell if he wants to keep this thing going?
Oh my gosh! And all right, but let's stay on McNulty. What, Charlie? Can you walk me through what the heck is going on with him and in a relationship with his kids, bro? That's ridiculous. That was diabolical, bro. How do you bring your kid to see, like, that it was nuts to literally put Omar in the car with your kids and then take him to where
the morgue.
Yes, to work. Nuts. And then hear Omar scream, like Abe, you commented, like, bro, the trauma this adds for a kid to experience that at a very young age. Like, it's nuts. But Charlie, we have discussed this about McNulty and his balance and his work-life balance, specifically with his kids and his ex-wife. Just wondering, like, what do you think has been further developed, and what do you think you're really just may have made you like uneasy and being like, bro, this is not something a father should be doing? I feel like all three of us are in that consensus agreement, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can now kind of get an idea as to why the divorce or whatever happened in the first place, right?
Yeah.
You kind of get some sort of idea of what may have been going on there in that relationship.
Yeah.
And he's just a super irresponsible father. When it, like, why would you put your kids under that kind of danger with a gang member? You're picking up a gang member in the car with your kids, taking them to the police station, whatever. Like, that could have easily went south. Could have gone, like, Omar could have, like, been just completely, like, blacked out in rage and want to, like, beat up or kill McNulty, and his kids would have been right there. Like, it could have gone really bad. But McNulty seems to think that he's invincible in some way. I don't know. Like, it seems like there's no repercussions or no consequences for his actions, I guess.
I feel like the thing that we saw with McNulty is a couple things. Well, one, I feel like, to your point, Charlie, I think any sane parent would think exactly what you're talking about. Like, I'm not going to let a dangerous person near my children. I think what we realize in that moment is that McNulty he sees Omar as under his control or on his side, that he doesn't see him as a threat. Regardless of that, I think the thing that this proves is that his work is more important than his family. Period. Point blank period. Like, I don't think it's disputable at this point. If you are, like, putting your kids in proximity with somebody like that, like Bubs is one thing. he's a CI who really is like nonviolent, like all his offenses are just like scams and drug use and drug possession. Like this is different. This is a whole different ballgame. So to me, having to bring your kids to a morgue and like putting them through the trauma of that, I think just speaks to his priorities are all out of whack, and it's very clear he puts his job before anything else. And like, let's not forget, like, it's not just because he's a bad parent that divorce happened. He cheated. And like he cheated with somebody that was related to work, you know, it was that attorney. Like clearly, again, his priorities are always this job. And that, I think the show is spelling that out for us very clearly. That's how I see it.
Yeah, you're going to see a man who is very dedicated to his job, is going to work his butt off and is very loyal to his job. But also, you're going to see a man who, bro, he does not. This is all he loves. Is this?
This man has a very unhealthy relationship with work. Like, to the point where if he's not working and if he has an opportunity to contribute to some sort of work, that has to trump everything else, which in general is a recipe for no work-life balance. So that's the thing for me, is like he will put this above everything, and he is unhealthy beyond, I think, imagination.
Right. Yeah. I want to talk about that scene we saw at the beginning of, closer towards the beginning of this episode. I just thought it was fire with Avon Barksdale and Stringer. Right, Stringer. Stringer. I forget the other guy's name. Walking, slow motion, dope score in the background, and it just felt, I don't know, something, the way that stood out to me, because I think it was pointing to us for the first time that we see Avon Barksdale and his crew, those guys at the top, operate for the first time, walk through the low rises. Charlie, you pointed that out. It feels like the first time we're seeing them out in the environment where we are not used to them being. Usually they're hidden, they're in another place, they're always on the lookout. And it felt different. So Charlie, from a filmmaking standpoint, from just a visual cue standpoint, what stood out to you in that scene specifically, when he talked, as well with things that were developed as well? Did you see anything that you caught on?
I mean, the significance of that, I think, is kind of him asserting his authority, I would say. For Avon, especially with like the fact that like D'Angelo hasn't been paying his people. They just killed a kid. I don't know, just all of these things happening, and then Avon shows up, and I feel like he just wanted to be seen in that moment, even though you know, we thought it was risky. The cops in this show are idiots. Remember when we were like, the cops in Barry are so dumb?
NPC police.
It's like that. Yeah, NPC police.
Yeah. Well, I have actually a thought on that and on this scene. So quickly on the scene, because I think Charlie's right. Like, he wanted to be seen. I almost saw it as like, you know, we reference, you know, gang life as like the game, and it felt like the star player walking in. Like kind of that was the scene setter, like the music, the camera angles, the slow motion, either like an A-list actor or like your star player is walking into the court, and this is the scene that's set, and it's you know, very zoomed in on them. It's slow. It's like showing the importance of this in the middle of this investigation, and then to the point that Charlie just raised, the police do nothing about it. They didn't even see it. Question: who was on the roof?
Michael.
Is that a coincidence or not? I'm not going to dive into this, but like, just a point to raise of like, that's Rawls' guy. That's Rawls' guy that's up there. Is this negligence or is this purposeful? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing. I don't know. Probably not. I'm probably reading into it, but it's interesting that it's Rawls' guy that's up there when this moment happens. And we tied that at the end. Like, he's kind of informing on this entire thing. You know, could it be that he's asking him to, you know, impede the investigation? Could be. I mean, he's kind of doing that with McNulty, so who's to say? It could just be a coincidence, but I just thought that was interesting. But yeah, going back to the significance of the moment, it was very much like, here's the game, we're in the middle of the court, here's the star player walking in, and watch closely because you'll miss it. Like he's here and he's out, he's in and he's out. So that moment was sick. That moment was dope.
Yeah, it made me think, like, when is the opportunity they're going to get to have a clear view of them? Like, when is that going to happen next? It seems like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to actually get a shot of Avon, and you completely missed it. Abe, I want to switch gears to Omar in this episode, which, my perspective, I was not expecting him to inform that quickly. I was shocked how fast it's moving with him. I was like, oh, wow, okay. Let's go. All right, this is great. But and then he reveals that he's like, fine, I'll be the eyewitness. Like I'm cool with it. Just
he says he doesn't scare.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not scared. So I'm just wondering, what are your thoughts on Omar in this episode and after the events that occurred with Brandon as well?
I think, to me, this just furthers some of the development that we already kind of saw with Omar. Like, I think he was introduced to the audience as this character that, like, has his own set of rules and plays by those sets of rules, right? Like, he doesn't care about, impeding anybody else's operation. He's going to steal that stash. He's very protective of his own people. He has this very, like, tender, like, loving, like, gay relationship as a person who you would never expect that to be and would be frowned upon, and he does not give a shit. And so through all of those enigmas that Omar is, you would expect somebody like him to not inform to the police, but it makes so much sense for a character like Omar, who's like, I'm not scared. Like, I will do what I do because it's what I want to do. So, like, him being an informant is just a vehicle to get to what he wants, which is payback. So to me, while, for a conventional character like Omar, I don't think this would be the regular course of events. It makes a lot of sense based on how they've built his character so far. So to me, it felt consistent, and it felt like, damn, we're really seeing, like, Omar really plays by his own rules, and he's different than all these other guys.
But do you think that there is some similarity between Omar and Bubs? Because the same thing had occurred to Bubs in the beginning of this series, where his friend got absolutely jumped by one of Avon's crew. Just wondering, is there similarities between Avon and Bubs that we're noticing, and how they are proceeding with this next step in informing?
Yeah, I think the number one, I think maybe it's a cliche, but like what you observe in police shows all the time is like, how do you get an informant to come in? Maybe you have something on them, right? You have evidence against them. Sure, that's the easy way. But I think like the more dramatic way is someone in there wronged them and they're looking for payback. That's the same case with Bubs as it is with Omar, I think. And Omar's obviously, it's a different degree now. Like, that was love, that was like actual death that happened, versus in Bubs' case, it was just like his friend got beat up pretty bad, near death, but different cases, right? But the motivation is the same. It's payback. It's wanting to get back at those who caused harm on you or your loved one. And they saw it with Bubs, and maybe what you're saying is like they see the formula. Like, they're going to exploit anytime they see an opportunity like that.
Right. And now going into the intro of this episode with Wallace, Charlie, we see just the area that he lives in. We see, I don't know if those are his siblings or if he's just looking after those kids, but it felt shocking to me seeing that. It's like, wow, this he's taking care of a ton of these kids, and he's also, obviously you can tell he's feeling traumatic about what had occurred with Brandon and all that stuff. So just wondering, did anything stand out to you in that opening sequence where we walk through Wallace and we see his morning routine?
I mean, you just see the difference in, like, especially with them showing D'Angelo right after, like, getting ready for the day, like, getting dressed and stuff. You just see the disparity, like, in the rankings and stuff, like, how the money's coming in for D'Angelo, and he's comfortable. He's got so many clothes to the point that, like, a lot of them still have the tag on it.
2 hours.
Yeah, and he's, like, trying to decide what to wear. And then you have, sorry, I forgot his name again.
Wallace,
over here struggling, like taking a sip of water and like spitting it on the floor to be able to brush his teeth, and just a bunch of kids like sleeping on the floor and stuff. I don't know. Is he basically acting like a parent to these kids? Like, same question as you, Davi. I don't know if those are his siblings or if they're just other kids from the low rises and he's just watching after them and stuff. But It's clear that his living situation's not good, even though he's out here supposed to be making money selling drugs and whatnot. He very much still lives a less than ideal lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then, in contrast, we see Preston in the court, and we see the juvenile system at work. And Abe, what stood out to you in Preston's situation?
Yeah, I mean, beyond even just the juvenile system at work, like this crew is so organized that they're able to get like high-profile lawyers to come and defend a juvenile case.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're doing pro bono work. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure that's exactly what you're doing. So to me, it just like shows the level of sophistication that their operation has. Because even somebody in the they just want everything so tight knit, because that's somebody like Bodie Preston is not somebody who's high up at all. He's down here, but he's part of the operation. So the better you can take care of him, get him like his record clean, or have him off the not in prison. Paying for his defense is like a first line of defense for them, because they just make sure that he's in their world and doesn't have an opportunity to maybe go inform or something like that. Mm-hmm. Because if he does get convicted, guess what they're going to do? They're going to try to commute his sentence by trying to, get him to flip on people. So it's to me, it just highlighted how important legal defense is to them and just how they run their operation. So it was crazy to see.
Yeah. Man, just another insane episode. I think this has been one of my favorite episodes. Abe, is there something that I didn't pick up in the discussion that you want to bring up?
A couple things just to add, because I think we went there. But with Wallace and D'Angelo, it feels like they keep building this parallel between them. Like in exactly what Charlie brought up is like the disparity between like their houses and their living situation as the beginning of the show happens. But then you also see how Wallace is like reckoning with Brandon's death in the episode and his part in that murder. Just like we've seen D'Angelo reflect on like killing people. And it feels like the conversation they had at some point in this episode was like both of them kind of grappling with that. And, D'Angelo Wallace gets a little bit of money because of him, pointing out where Brandon was, all that sort of stuff. And it feels like there's a level of guilt to even having that money, although he has so much struggle. Like we see what his life is. He should be happy and feeling like he can do something with that money. But I think the guilt of like what it took to get that is weighing on him. So I think showing that parallel between D'Angelo, who has been where Wallace was in some regard and like has those thoughts, and seeing it on the other side, I think is intentional. And I like that the show is doing that. That's on Wallace and D'Angelo. The other thing that I was going to talk about is just like in general, when we talk about Daniels, I feel like every single thing that he does, I'm trying to analyze and trying to figure out. All I can tell is like he feels like a really principled person. Like he has all these principles. He wants to do good police work. We see what he does, and he addresses Augie, the detective who's like drunk, and he's like, "I'm not going to dump you. Like you got to pull your weight, or you got to check yourself in the medical." He goes and talks to Rawls himself first. Then he brings Deputy Ops in. Like he clearly is very, principled about everything that he does. Like he cares about like doing things the right way. But then you have this like nugget of information that McNulty has about how he's dirty and like something in his background is a little bit shady, but you can't point to where that is in Daniels, like any of his other actions. The only thing that I thought was ominous is at the end, you see Freeman, he asked him like, what did it cost? And he didn't say anything, but like, I think it's the recognition of like any sort of decision in this world and in this line of work, there's a cost associated with it, whether it's, a favor like he was trying to offer to Rawls or something else. And I just feel like his storyline and the politics of it all is super interesting to me, and his own motivations is something I'm really interested in as the season develops.
Yeah. I think that just shows what so many other people have been talking about the show, is that these characters just feel so real. They feel like they're like a documentary type characters that you're following their lives, and you see just, I think it's what this show is doing so well is sometimes me to realize that, oh, these are not real people. Like these are fictional characters. And I think that shows just, I think Daniels is one of them. Is like, yeah, there is no perfect human being in this world. And I think we'll be able to see that with Lieutenant Daniels as things develop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for watching and listening to this reaction. See you guys for more Wire reactions. And always stay beautiful.
See ya.